He's even getting rid of anything Nike in his wardrobe at home.
Gotta do what I gotta do. I'm just doing it.
The Primetime Sports Store in Colorado is closing its doors after more than 20 years. The store stopped carrying Nike gear due to the company using Kaepernick in their Just Do It campaign.
Wow. I guess he really took Kaepernick's message, stand for something, even if it means sacrificing everything, pretty literally. Imagine being so opposed to a fellow American peacefully protesting police brutality and racism that you'd lose your entire livelihood over it. Can't say he's not committed though.
Been my baby for 21 years and now it's come to an end.
The owner, Stephen Martin, stated he was left inflamed by anger after Nike pledged their support to Colin Kaepernick. So, following suit with the guys burning their Nike Monarchs, he vowed to never again order any new Nike products. And this is not the first time the owner has had a problem with players peacefully exercising their right to protest. Back in 2016, he cancelled a planned autograph session with Denver Broncos linebacker Brandon Marshall after Marshall knelt. Therefore, he protested Marshall's decision to use his platform to protest and bring attention to issues of racial injustice.
Perhaps there's more people out there in support of what Brandon Marshall did and what Colin Kaepernick did than I realize.
So here's the thing. I'm going to shelf my immediate urge to make fun of this because, unlike conservatives, I don't like to bask in someone else's unemployment. But what I will say, however, is this. This is a result of several things. One of them is Trump.
Get that son of off the field right now. Out. He's fired.
The other is patriotism being masked as nationalism, and overall, more than anything, is an obliviousness to the reason in which the protest started in the first place. To anyone who paid attention to the protest, the reason was pretty clear: shed light on police brutality and racial injustice. When Cap first took this stance, we were inundated with countless examples as to why a protest of such prominence was needed. Issues that surprisingly the store owner himself has admitted to acknowledging, stating, and this is his words, there is social injustice in the criminal justice system, adding, Trayvon Martin, Rodney King. So while he claims to understand the issue, he allowed himself to be warped by this falsified disrespect of the military that conservatives spun in order to vilify Kaepernick and anyone who knelt alongside him, despite it having zero to do with the troops, with the military, or the vets. Not to mention, if they actually really cared about those things, then they'd protest the fact that the organization they were seemingly siding with charges their beloved military for any involvement in any NFL games. That doesn't seem very patriotic to me, but hey, that's none of my business. But regardless, they ignore those facts and instead, as many have done in the history of the United States, take Mexico '68 for an example, media outlets like Fox, echoed by the president, spun the narrative to demonize the messengers so that the message itself gets lost and people like Stephen here get so riled up to the point that his ignorance blinds his business decisions. And as a result, he's now lost his livelihood. To which, by the way, after I pointed out online, basically the fact that people on the right side of history will remember and act, there were some people who tried to equate Martin's stance to that of Kaepernick's himself, claiming both gave up their careers for what they believe in. Okay, I'll humor this one. On the one hand, you had someone using their platform to give a voice to the voiceless and shed light on an issue that resulted in the deaths of countless Americans. On the other hand, you had someone protesting that protest.
Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that?
It's not the same. That's like equating Union soldiers and Confederates because they both were fighting for what they believed in. Doesn't mean both were right in doing it. One is fighting to eradicate oppression, the other is fighting against that person to keep them oppressed. Not the same, I'm afraid. But I'd love to hear what you think about this. You can come over to my Instagram at Francis M. Maxwell. Let me know your thoughts. Become a member at tyt.com/join. Did you know that TYT Network is now available on YouTube's new streaming platform, YouTube TV? Get access to full TYT episodes and exclusive shows by signing up for YouTube TV today. All new subscribers get a 7-day free trial, so head over to youtube.tv and search for the TYT Network channel.